The following review may contain spoilers. The lead actress Oksana Akinshina is great, as is the writing of her character, Dr. Tatiana Kilmova. I read a lot of comparisons to Ripley in Alien in the reviews, but that character is more of an action hero. Here she is clearly not. She's a psychiatrist that is dealing with a moral quandary. Do they sacrifice the lives of violent criminals in order to save the life of a heroic Russian cosmonaut? The character is thrust into an extreme situation and makes the right decisions throughout, no matter how difficult they are. The character is smart, brave, and principled, and Akinshina clearly conveys all of these attributes. Production value is excellent, from the cinematography to the special effects involving the alien and the gore. Kudos to director Igor Abramenko. I think the only other fairly recent Russian film I've seen is Night Watch, which did not leave a good impression. Abramenko does a nice job creating a dark atmosphere and suspense. The film is excellently paced as plot reveals are given in a timely fashion. Hopefully Abramenko can continue to direct high-quality genre films like this in the future. One good idea in the script was the role reversal between Colonel Semiradov and the scientist Regal. The movie begins with the scientist seemingly at odds with our main character, Tatiana, but then everything flips at the end as he becomes her ally, and of course the Colonel emerges as the main villain. The characters are complex and well written for the most part. More on this later. The sound effects involving the alien were too derivative. The look of the alien was fine. There's only so many ways you can create a bloodthirsty alien creature. But the sound was just too close to both Predator and the Alien series. It had those weird, rattling noises that the Predator makes, and also the shirking, screaming kind of sounds that the aliens in Alien make. Wish they had a different, more original approach here. But the area that could have been improved the most was the screenplay. The ending was not that satisfying as Tatiana adopts cosmonaut Konstantin's child. This was unsatisfying because it was just not her story arc. There should have been more in her own personal crisis, where adopting a handicapped child was also somehow her own redemption. Also, I was trying to think of any potential allegorical connotations to the alien and his connection to Konstantin. If there's anything there, it wasn't really that strong. I think this really could have been improved. The character of Konstantin should have had a much more violent and dark backstory. It seemed like his backstory involved just the guilt of abandoning a son. Maybe this would have been too far-fetched, but perhaps before being a cosmonaut he worked for the KGB, and perhaps he was involved in killing many people. Then the alien could have represented the violent, dark, savage part of his personality, and then every time it exits his body, it just goes on that instinct, and that's why it kills anyone that's near it. Then he wants to shed that part of himself, and of course the alien represents that. He wants to shed the alien and wants to shed the violent, dark part of his personality. And then at the end, after he kills the colonel and he saves the potential lives of the prisoners that he was killing, that were sacrificed for that scientific study or whatever, then he and Tatiana could go adopt a son, and there's his redemption. He gives up the violent, dark part of his life and embraces family. I don't know if those are the best ideas, but the alien allegory thing did have a lot of potential that was not tapped into. My final rating for Sputnik is 3 stars. As of the making of this video, the Rotten Tomatoes percentage for Sputnik is 88%, which is right in the ballpark. This is a satisfying sci-fi horror movie with a great lead performance and a great directorial effort. Hopefully we'll see more quality films from Russia in the future.